guys, minions, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here for our Patreon one-shot this month, where we are back playing some Coriolis, if you couldn't tell by the space behind me. And as you can see, I am not in the GM spot. What? It is G. She's taking over, and we're going to torture her the way they torture me, which is amazing. So, we're here, we're in space, we're doing space stuff. If you guys like what we do here and you want to support the channel, link to Patreon down below, link to our Discord down below, and as always, in the bottom right-hand corner, you will see the corruption bar. Fill that bar, and G gets to do what the hell she wants to us. Filling that bar also helps us do all kinds of cool things on the channel, like giveaways and new emotes and all that kind of fun stuff. That being said, I will turn things over to the Lightning Invoker herself. G, please take us into space. Please start by unmuting yourself and pretending like you're a professional streamer, G. God damn it.
Hi, I'm back. It's me. How's everyone doing today?
Just imagine if no one answered.
Yeah, it's like crickets.
We just sat here and quiet because we're all muted.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. Okay. Yeah, we're going to play some Coriolis today, and we're just going to jump right into it. I have a little something prepared that I'm going to read and hopefully not fuck up, just to get everyone situated with our setting. All right. Our adventure starts surrounded by an eternity of stars, a trillion points of light. Not only is space big, as we all know, but space is everything and nothing at the same time. It's creation and destruction, a blinding light in an endless dark, a vast nothingness filled with uncountable objects. It's a window into the past and a glimpse into the future, a promise of hope and the guarantee of despair. Welcome to the third horizon. Before us, we see a lush green world, the jungle planet named Kua, and rising over the horizon in geosynchronous orbit is the colossal space station named Coriolis. The light from the Kuan star backlights the station to approaching ships, passenger liners, salvage freighters, battle frigates, personal cruisers, all looking to dock on Coriolis, the center of trade and government in the galaxy. But it's like we're looking through the lens of a camera that's been mounted to the hull of some unknown ship. Our shot of Coriolis and Kua shifts and falls away. The camera rockets forward into space. Stars zoom by in a blur until we find ourselves in a dark, debris-riddled system. Large asteroids and planetary debris lazily orbit an unstable star. This is a place hope has long abandoned, and the darkness between the stars is ever encroaching. Our camera drifts into an asteroid field, zooms way in on a large rock slowly rotating on an axis, and we see a ship attached or parked on the surface of this rock, moving up past our sight as it spins with the rock's rotation. And gathered on the bridge of this ship, we have 4 individuals. Would anyone like to start with their character?
Could perhaps I start as the commanding officer of this mission? You have Amid El Azar. He is young, probably in his early 20s, just out of the academy. He comes from wealth. His father wanted him to be something more than the punk that sits on his couch all day just doing nothing, and sent him off to an officer's academy, which he completed completely on his own. Of course he did. He then found a mission to do, and he will do this mission, and he will show his father that he can do things on his own. So he hired 3 accomplices to help him do this alone. He looks very young. He usually have formal wear from the academy, except on missions where he dressed like he thinks you should dress in the field, which is like a skin-tight grayish shirt, kind of more brownish looking like pants. He has a satchel where he keeps his computer tab from his analytic side, as he has a computer analyst in the military. And then his father, in the very proceeding way, thought that, oh my God, he's going out in the field, and gave him a coat, which is one of those protective fiber coats. That is Amid.
Nice.
Next is Zane, I think. Zane is an archaeologist by trade. He has a few kooky ideas around the portal builders. That's his specialty. He spends a lot of time in the field. Up until recently, he was self-funding his expeditions because basically no one else would. The last expedition may have ended up in a little bit of a foobar, resulting in reparations having to be repaid and most of his fortune going out the window. So he's now taken up subcontracting jobs on any sort of mission that might allow him to do his own research on the side.
Love it.
Sitting towards the back of the bridge in a random chair is Saeed. He's quite a big gentleman, heavily armored. He is a mercenary for hire. He's been doing it since he was a kid. From the dirty slums of Coriolis, he's brought himself up to become the type of person that rich people hire to look after their kids. And yeah, he just sits at the back, waiting for his orders.
I think walking up towards the bridge, you see Faiz, who is he looks similar to Zaid, in that you can tell his stance and attire is definitely militaristic. But unlike Saeed, where he looks like the person rich people hire to protect their kids, Faiz looks kind of like the person rich people hire to kill and or apprehend their kids or enemies, depending on what's happening that day of the week. He is also a gun for hire. He self-titles himself as a bounty hunter, but really will work for most causes if the money is high enough. And in this case, judging by this ship and the outfit of the person who's calling himself the commander, the money was high enough.
Very good, very good. Love it. All right. Sorry. Oh, one other question. What's the name of your ship? Amid, since you are the captain.
I am very much the captain of this ship that is totally called something. Let's go with, I think this is much more like one of his dad's more like waste, like one of them, ships that his dad picked up at some point and kind of forgot about. So I think it's called like something just not thought through at all. I think he would call it like the Forward Express because of his ambitions to go to the top. It's like, it's super horrible, but he thinks it's a good name that shows progress for him and ambition. So we're sitting in the Forward Express.
Very good. Quite a mouthful.
I hate this.
Okay, so you're all gathered around this console in the middle of the bridge. Above it appears a holographic image of a man sitting at a desk. He's in his late 40s, bald, clean-shaven, with thick black square-framed glasses. He smiles as if he's looking right at you. Good evening, my friends. I hope this message finds you in good spirits after your long voyage. I have a dilemma for which I require your services. An artifact of great value has been discovered on the asteroid mine of DSA-09. It's been brought to my attention that there is a plan in motion for another party to intercept this item. I cannot let the artifact fall into the hands of a rival. This is where you come in. Gain entry into the mine, locate the artifact, and get out with it before the other group can. Complete this mission for me, and you will be rewarded handsomely. The smiling face of your patron glitches for a second with a hiccup in the connection before the message ends and the console goes dark. As the rock you're hitched a ride on rotates, out the bridge window, you all see the gargantuan asteroid DSA-09 floating slightly above your position.
Okay, man. that was the mission briefing. I expect you to do this mission by the books, looking sharp. I have specially hired you as you seem to be the most professional crew that my dad's money could buy me. I expect a rounding success.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You
Do we-
said something about a book.
Yes. You know, the academy books, we have taught how to do a standard retrieval mission. This should be easy walk in the park. Just follow my command and everything will be fine.
Yeah, I don't have any books.
You don't need the actual book. You just need to. Damn it! Just follow my command and everything will be fine, man.
Okay,
Do we know what the artifact is?
I didn't study for this.
I think that's your job. Sign, was it? Yes, that's your job to find the artifact and retrieve it.
I mean, it just seemed like you had a lot of information about the artifact that would have been useful if we had an idea of what sort of artifact. I mean, there's many different types of artifacts.
The notes do not tell you. It wasn't provided
Let's
what the item
more
was.
information about retrieval artifact. Yes, very good. I have made a note of it. Next mission, I will make sure of it.
Saeed would pop up from the back. Is this your first mission?
No, I have run several simulated missions and at great successes.
Sorry, come again.
I
Simulated?
have done several simulated missions and they have all been astounding successes.
Now, when you say simulated, you mean you played pretend?
Well, it's actually a very scientific method taught by the Academy where we, go through a situation and everyone takes turns being command and we strategize and we follow the book and the manuals. I don't believe this could be any different.
Uh-huh. And that's where you got the book.
That is the instruction manual from the Academy, yes.
Uh-huh.
Do you have
Okay.
the book with you?
No, of course not. That's property of the Academy.
Okay.
Is it like some sort of privileged information? I mean, how can we do it by the book if we don't know what the book is?
I will tell you what the book is. I've read the book. I memorized most of the book.
What's on
The first
page
thing-
99, line 3?
The
Checks out.
first thing the book says is to take account of your men. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we're all present. Very good. Look sharp, man.
Is that how the military does it, Mike?
Sometimes.
I have never served, so I have no idea what I'm doing.
Ironically, sometimes.
We'll just assume this is how they do it in Sweden. Okay.
If I've ever been allowed to be in the military, I've probably done a better job, but diabetics are not allowed, so I have no idea.
Nope, I assume that's how it's done in the Swedish military too. It's fine.
Oh, I hate you.
I heard the part about don't let another person get the artifact, so lead
Yes,
on.
we do have competitors. We will classify them as the enemy in this scenario.
Okay.
Well, are there
Scenario.
any ships around the asteroid with us?
Why don't you guys roll some observations and see what you can see?
That'd
I'm
be too
just
easy.
waiting for the boss to tell us what to do because I didn't know if that was by the book or not.
I don't have the book.
Yes.
I'm not sure what step 2 is. Step 1 was account your men.
Step 2 is to do reconnaissance. Very good, Sain. Said, as a pilot on staff, please do reconnaissance.
Sure thing. He stands up slowly from the back of the bridge, walks over to the console and hits the button to run a scan. And gets a 0.
You see space and lots of asteroids, and you look out. You kind of like glance out the window, and you kind of point. there's DSA 09 floating quite majestically above you. Let's see here. Yeah, it's relatively round, pockmarked with craters of various sizes, like it's had collisions with other debris. Yeah. It's pretty asteroidy. Anyone else like to give it a shot?
Weird, I heard that in Necro's voice. Pretty asteroidy. Okay, so we head down. Is there a heading? Do we know where we're finding this artifact? Is there a base camp?
Yes, I have that information. We should go in through the mine, I believe. So, whoever is the communications officer on this ship, please communicate to the mine that we will be docking. And Said, as the pilot, I expect you to take the trimetric whatever and dock the ship. Yes, very good.
You mean just land it, right?
Yes.
Sure.
Who is the communications?
That would be a me.
You are the communications.
Okay. And
Yes.
you wanted me to do what now?
Communicate that we're going to dock to the mine.
Okay. Yeah.
Hamid.
He walks over to a console, the same console that Zaid walked over to, and he like looks at him, and like there's like a shrug, and he like hits a few buttons, and then presses the communications button, like the intercom button,
Hey, wait.
forward express landing at DS9 mine. Boop boop. All set.
You don't think anything went through?
Nope. Turns out, I have a 0 in Datagen, which means I fail automatically at communications checks.
That's fine. That's okay.
He does that, and it looks professional.
Very good. So far, so good, man. I
Great.
feel that this is going to be an easy walk in the park mission.
There's another glance to Said.
Said looks across at it's Faiz, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how we get paid if he doesn't make it back?
I'm just going to make sure we bring his corpse back to his dad.
His dad will pay handsomely for that.
I would imagine.
I heard there was a
Side.
bonus for it.
There will be no such talk of failures. I am the mission commander of this mission, and I will show that old geezer that I can do stuff on my own, and I will succeed on the mission, and I will have you three help me succeed in this. Damn the icons! And he sort of storms off to like the other side of the room.
Oh, if he leaves, I don't know what the
Daddy
next in the
issues.
book.
You guys notice as he kind of sits down in a huff at the at one of the chairs. You see like there's just like a blinking orange light on one of the consoles. It's like, press the button. I mean, you know you are the sensors operator on this ship. Don't forget.
Hey, Commander,
Yes.
it's a blinking button.
What blinking button? I will walk over there and look.
Says
at the button.
incoming.
I actually do have data, Jim.
No. Oh dear God.
What is it? Their data gene. I will just roll it and nope, failure. I have no idea.
No.
Don't know how
That's-
ships works.
No, that's okay. You can't fail this. You press a button. You know, by the information provided you by your patron, that the asteroid is owned by Deep Six Mining Corporation. And this corporation owns the mining contracts for most of the debris of Otakon. They are one of the biggest supplier of rare minerals to other factions for all areas of application. And you did fail your roll, so I'm just going to skip that little tidbit of information. You guys can see as it's rotating at the top of the asteroid is a landing platform where ships can dock. It's not a closed atmo area, so it needs to have there's like those connecting tunnels that come out. Attached to the docking platform are several low-profile circular pods and large silo-type structures where haulers hook up for the transfer of goods. One thing that you were provided is that there is a system of open atmosphere tunnels where the minerals are mined. Those are sealed off by airlocks. Yeah. That's what you get.
Totally believe that Amid would take this information, go stand behind Zaid's back and sort of point to the docking station that's clearly visible, be like, yes, I want you to dock over there. It's vectors 005 and 534.
Said would look at the controls. Yep. He doesn't know about the vectors, but he knows how to move a ship into position. And he's just going to pilot it, hopefully, towards
Who has infiltration?
I do.
Actually, I have.
I have infiltration as well.
Everyone roll in for infiltration for me. Jesus Christ, you guys. Okay.
Nailing it.
Thank you. Okay. I'm going to give it to you. You guys kind of realize just by the nature of the message and what you're supposed to do, you have a feeling that discretion is key here.
Well, I rolled a 0, so Amid had no idea about this. But I guess the more advanced team actually do have an idea about this.
You do
Said
have... Sorry, you do have some, not necessarily a map, but you do know that you do have some locations for several of these mining shafts that are located around the outside of the asteroid.
In which case, Said would look back to Amid. Would you rather we park somewhere else so that they don't see us walking in through the front door?
He sort of looks, he's trying to do that thing, when new commanders look to the more senior staff to see what they actually think before he gives his command, and looks at all three of you like in turn. What kind of look are you giving him back?
His maybe we should is kind of like a, you want to give that command, is his facial expression.
Faiz just looks like with a blank stare.
Less walking's good, I think.
Yep. That sounds like a very good idea. I order you to do that, Said.
No problems, Captain.
Commander, but that's fine.
He's gonna try and pilot to one as far away from the docking port as possible.
All right. You press your little disengage button and the forward express vibrates, and then you just kind of lift off, and then you guys had like that drifting sensation, and then roll your piloting.
A pilot roll. One success.
Wait. And you just silently go over, and then you can see on this map provided to you. You don't have an internal map, but you just see as you get closer and closer a tiny little like cave entrance, and you go over and you essentially park this bad boy next to the hole.
That's what she said.
Mhm.
Right then. Zane, as the mission expert, what is your consultation that we attack this situation?
Yeah, Zane.
Sorry. Zane.
Oh no.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh,
Oh,
shit. So fell asleep.
He said, "Fuck this mission. I'm out of here.
He just
You
spaced
guys
himself.
suck."
Press the auto eject.
He said, "Get wrecked."
Oh Lord.
Is he the best for infiltration? You think, Commander?
Well, the academy taught us that infiltration is different from an urban environment into the other one that I as a player don't remember the word for, which is the non-urban one, but that's my Swedishness coming through. Anyhow, the commander would totally know that word. And since this is not an urban environment, I would say that best sort of infiltration is to keep a low key. We gear up in our battle gear. We go out from the ship. We try to not draw any attention to ourselves, avoid the workers, and then I will leave it to our mission expert to lead us to and retrieve the artifact. I will, of course, come with you as a commander to give you commands, and I expect you two to act as a security or engagement unit. Yes, very good.
Okay. I guess so. Point where we're going, and we'll go.
Well, of course, we're going into that tunnel over there.
Well then, Commander, why don't you lead from the front?
Sure. Give me 1 minute. And he walks away and sort of walks to whatever area. There must be some kind of private room somewhere on the ship. He's going to switch from like his military, like more of a uniform kind of thing, and put on what you people can see in Roll20 on my character sheet, the green sort of coat and then the skin tight kind of shirt and the pants and the like little bag where he has his computer tab, and he comes back looking like what he thinks you should look for, like for a field mission. Right. Field uniform and for infiltration. Now let's go. And he sort of looks around for the button to open the door and like, oh, that one.
I assume you all put on your exosuits first before you open the
Yeah.
front door.
Yeah, because there's no ammo out here, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is there
Yeah,
any
yeah,
ammo
open
at
ammo.
all?
You gather
The
inside.
tunnel.
Oh, okay. It's just
Yeah.
no ammo in the tunnel.
Yeah.
While Amid is gone, Faiz looks to Zaid and says, 50 bird that he gets shot by someone other than us.
I mean, do you want to take it that he gets shot first?
Yes,
Because I mean, he's gonna get shot. That's a guarantee.
you're right. 50 bird, he gets shot first.
Oh man, I'm gonna take that bet.
Done. Then we proceed to walk up with big exosuits.
Saeed's armor is a vacuum suit as well, so he just clips in his helmet
Nice.
and sort of waits by the obvious door that we all need to go out. That was very kindly pointed out to us.
And we proceed into the tunnel.
Yeah. So you guys exit your ship. The forward. I have to keep looking down. What the fuck is this ship called again? The Forward Express.
Forward Express. Most
Close.
aptly named.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. The door closes and you guys start clonking your way into the tunnel. Yeah, you guys were gonna go, and then you're gonna come to a airlock door. It looks pretty makeshifty. Like these tunnels are obviously they look like they're what do you call it? Hand drilled, chiseled out of the rock, and then as they get to a certain point, a makeshift airlock door, or like a what do you call it? Not manual, but like it's like a removable airlock. It's like it's put into place, and then like this like foam or like gel is like expanded along the outside to create the vacuum seal, and then it's just you see it on the inside, and there's a little tiny window, and you can see another interior door on the inside.
I think FaZe just walks up to it and just grabs what I assume is like one of those like submarine doors and begins to.
No, wait here. I remember something. We should do a sweep first. So you, FaZe, and Saeed as the engagement troops, please secure the area first.
We need to open the door first.
Secure the area from what? It's a tunnel. We just walked down the tunnel.
So the area is secure? Very good. Please proceed.
There's like a moment where he's holding onto the door again, and he just looks back. He looks back to Saeed, and you can tell he's reconsidering as long as we don't shoot him, and he begins opening the door.
Saeed's gun is just hanging on the side. It's clipped on, but he's not holding it and walking with it as his gun at the ready. It's just dangling at the side. He's so far as he's aware, this is just a rock that he has to walk through tunnels on.
Okay, so you enter the airlock room and close the door behind you, and then you see a control panel with some buttons in there. I'm assuming Amid presses the button and...
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. I was thinking of actually commanding someone to do the bottom, but he's not going to be that much of an asshole. He's going to press the bottom himself.
Makes sense. Is that the button that would like seal this in, G, to make it actual? And we can take off our exosuits.
Yeah, it equalizes the pressure.
Okay, yeah. As soon as like the alarms start to go off, you see like he'll begin to take off the exosuit, and like hang it up on its appropriate hook. Okay, so we're in.
Yep.
We've made it to the mine.
Yes.
Is there a map?
There is a comm terminal that's on the inside of the door. Or not, like, pad on the inside of the door.
Yes, this map, there should be a map right here, and he will go over to that comm terminal and try to get a map up.
Roll data gen.
Yay! Let me show you how he fails at this task as well. Told you.
So you
These terminals are not like the ones in the academy. Map on, map show. Give me. I need map. Show me way. I don't know. It must be broken.
In the simulation, what did you normally do when you couldn't get a map working?
Right. Let me think. Simulation. We usually have a senior staff member that we told that the scenario was broken, and they would reboot the scenario simulation for us.
I got it. Hold on a second. And he like swings over the butt of his rifle and just cracks on the side of the screen. Try that.
All right. I don't know. Can I roll again to try that?
Sure. I'm going to give it to you. Please re-roll.
If you'd like, I'll give you a technology roll. Gee, I actually have training in it.
Sure.
Oh, 2 successes. He managed to do it.
Perfect.
It was the cracking of the screen was needed.
Okay, so just a quick recap for Zane here as you pop back in. You guys have landed the Forward Express on the asteroid, and you have made your way through one of the open mine tunnels and have gained entry into the mine via the airlock, and you're trying to get through the interior airlock door and get a map by hacking the terminal.
Wow, you got lots more done than I expected.
It is not thanks to my character.
I mean,
Walked down
we've
a
made
tunnel.
it through one door.
No, you landed the ship.
That's true.
Yes, like I was saying before, Zane, as the mission expert, please, what is your guidance of how to proceed with this extraction?
Locate the object, extract the object, drink beers.
We're on the clock. Can't drink. The academy is very, very strict with no drinking on the job. But the first two sounds really good. So, men, locate the object, and then withdraw the object, and then we will withdraw from the asteroid with the object.
And then
Those are the
beers.
orders.
Okay,
Key
you're gonna,
point being
then.
Key
you're gonna
point
figure out that
being-
map though.
Well, we have the map, and he sort of takes his little. I do have a computer and some kind of. I actually think I have one of those holo things. I took that one. Yeah, I have one of those personal holograph things. So I sort of just download the map on the holographic thing. So I have like a terminal bracelet kind of Leela style from Futurama. It's just Yep, there we have a map now.
Okay,
Zane,
I
please tell me where should we go on this map? You're the mission expert.
Well, I imagine the artifact has only recently been found, so I would guess we'd look for most recent excavations and search those for the artifact.
What you can see on this map that he so expertly was able to bring up, you have the top platforms that you guys saw on the surface, and then there is makeshift underground facilities, essentially, probably where the miners are spend their time, their quarters. You do know that this company uses slave labor to do their mines, so take that as you will. And then there is a very long tunnel that goes through almost the entire center of the asteroid. So it's like they'll dig down through the middle and then they branch off and do all their mining and excavating and gathering all the materials. The materials are brought back to the center tunnel, and then it's brought up to the surface. So as they clear it out, it just goes down, just dig deeper down, deeper, 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 right? And you're now in essentially like a spider web style tunnels. And from where you can see, from where you entered in, you were probably near the bottom. And doesn't appear to be anything marked on your map of any areas of note that could have been recently excavated.
Is there any tunnels that may have been marked as off limits or anything like that?
As you look a little deeper, you have like technology and stuff like that, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Zane.
Yeah.
I'm no genius here, but if this artifact is small enough for us to take out of here, why would somebody find it and then leave it in the tunnel they found it in? Wouldn't they bring it back where they bring all their other shit back to?
I mean, makes sense. That's
I assume
not
they have like
normally
a
where
mining
I
base
don't
camp,
normally
right?
Yeah, I don't normally find artifacts at base camps. Normally, I'm digging them up myself.
Right. But this one's already been
And
dug up.
yeah, no, you've got a point.
Unless there's
Yeah.
something like secret storage marked on the map. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, look for secret storage.
Secret storage, please do not excavate.
Yeah, or something that says no artifacts here. We're serious.
That's a good spot to look. Also, do you see any part of that?
I think
Nothing-
Amid would give you like very salty looks about this, standing just holding the holograph sort of up for everyone to see on it, and be like, I know you guys are fucking with me, but like take it serious. That kind of look on his mind.
So that's a no.
Zane, as the archaeologist, I'll explain this a little bit better. You see kind of like the spider web of tunnels kind of going down on like one side, and then that appears to be the side that you're on. And then on the other side, you have more tunnels going down, and then it stops. And there's nothing, no further excavation under that. So if you guys are at 7 o'clock on this asteroid, this location roughly looks around 3 o'clock.
Okay, so you're the boss. Do we go looking at the camp or do we head somewhere else?
What would be the closest target? I think we should start, from where we are, and we move inwards, and we look while we're going in that direction.
Everyone roll observation for me, please.
Snow, thanks for saving the day.
Yeah, very good, Snow. As your guys are like bickering and talking back and forth, and Amit is just flapping his meat hole, Zane, you kind of just like something. There's like an interior little window in the other in the door, and something on the other side of the door moves, and then you kind of just like glance and look, and you see a little face looking at you through this window.
Maybe we should ask them.
Them who? Amid will like spin around. Them who? What?
And you see what looks to be a small child on the other side of the door looking at you.
Enemy intelligence officer. Captured him. Her. That one.
What?
Want me to capture a kid?
Well, we're gonna beat up a kid.
No.
The kid kind of looks down on the window, and then you don't hear it, but it's like boop, and then the interior door opens, and you see a probably no older than 11-year-old boy standing there, and he's wearing a vacuum suit, but it looks like it's way too big for him, and he's got a helmet affixed to his belt, along with a small little blowtorch and a hand axe, or like a pickaxe.
I'm sorry, did you say one of us was the intelligence agent? What?
No, I said that they were. Wouldn't you use kids to gather intelligence? Fine, non-combatant apparently.
You guys
Please
aren't boss
secure the
man.
non-combatant.
I mean, be careful. He might have a grenade.
What the? Hey, kid.
You guys aren't boss man.
Nope.
No,
And this kid is like gaunt, scrawny, dirty, looks very vitamin deficient.
What are you doing here,
Playing
kid?
outside.
And he kind of pulls up his pickaxe. Got to go do work.
Huh?
What are you doing out here?
Security check.
He kind of looks around. Okay.
That guy has a clipboard.
it's a holographic personal device. But yes,
Making sure you're doing your work.
are
Or
you
been
doing
digging?
your work?
Oh, you're
Is
talking
it-
to the kid.
To the kid, yeah.
Yeah, this is my zone today.
Very good. And who are you, worker?
My name's Zane. Oh no, sorry, Zane. Sorry.
Wow. We also have one of those.
Sorry. It's like my name's Ferris.
Worker Faris. Have you reached your quota today?
I did all my tunnels.
Very good. Zane?
And he's just standing there in the middle of the tunnel. He puts
Hey,
his pickaxe back in his belt.
Hey, kid, and Zane will just out of his pack, he'll pull out a protein bar or something and say, I've got a protein bar here for any information on any unusual objects that have been found recently.
You can see like he's never seen anything like that. What did that?
It's
That food?
food, yeah. I mean, what else do you do with protein?
You can tell he looks like he does not get 3 square meals a day. You wanna know about the thing we found? I found it.
Yeah, perfect. Where is it?
It's and he kind of with his head.
I've got a second protein bar if you show me where it is. I mean, you've dug all your tunnels today. You've got nothing else to do except for, go to sleep hungry.
Can add a canteen of water as well if you need.
He just like shifts his weight back and forth. So you want me to take you to it?
Yeah.
Okay. And he looks like he wants to reach for whatever you're offering him, but he looks a little wary about it.
I'll throw him one, and I'll chew on the other one.
He catches it and then takes a huge bite out of it.
And if anyone asks, the boss man told you to help us. It was his idea.
Okay. We don't see the boss man very often. They don't come down to where we are.
This is him.
Bash says they don't care about us, but
Yeah. Any workplace grievances direct to the boss man.
He's here. Complain to him all you want.
See,
You want to
I
hit him
have
with a stick or your
the
pickaxe?
aforementioned.
But do it
Or-
walking. We're on a schedule.
Yes.
okay. And he kind of turns and he starts walking away. Come with me. I'll take you there.
I mean, did you seriously not know that it was inhabited?
Yeah, dude, I told you to stay clear of the inhabitants. What can I do? I'm not omniscient. Just very
What-
good at my job.
What does the handbook say about breaking and entering?
We're in a hostile zone. It's completely fair in warfare to break into your mission target.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes.
What does it say about stealing?
We're
Zane,
not
can you roll
stealing, we're
empathy for
retrieving
me,
mission
please?
objectives.
Got it. Just checking.
Yes. Would never authorize stealing. Just think of it as mission objective retrieval.
Oh, I just think about it as a paycheck.
Very
I just
good.
wanted to know what
Now,
the book said.
The
Zane,
book says that we are on the mission and we should complete the mission to my specification as the commander.
Okay.
Zane, as you guys had entered the room and you talked to Ferris and hand off your protein bars, as you guys start making your way into the tunnel, you kind of get like this feeling like there's something here and you want to move towards it. You've never felt this before.
Is it the same direction the kid's going in?
Appears to be.
Seems like a lay down misere. Let's go.
And he's walking at a pretty good pace. The tunnels are a little like not exactly very very tall, so sometimes you guys got to duck. Every once in a while you might bonk your head, but he's like just
Yeah,
scurrying around.
I'll point out the shoddy workmanship of the tunnel building as we go past. Make sure he comes back and fixes those later on.
And he kind of stop and like with his pickaxe and he'll wave it. He can't reach the top. It's like, do the best we can, boss man. The adults
Oh,
do that. They call me Bean sometimes because I'm so small. I can fit into tight spaces.
Oh, well, grow quicker. I mean, the protein bar will help with that.
Grow
Yeah.
quicker.
Okay.
I think while we're walking, Amid wants to show his commander side, and he will give out the very unnecessary orders. Faiz, you keep your eye on the kid. Zaid, make sure we're not followed by hostiles. Zain, you scan for the retrieval object. Those are the orders.
Me? All right. And he like walks.
he just
he like
looks-
walks up right behind the kid and just continues to walk
And he
very close to
kind
him.
of jump. No, do you touch him?
No. He just
Oh,
like
okay.
stands like probably like a step behind him and is walking in step.
Okay. He kind of stops and like looks up at you and then starts to, like walk faster, like you're making him nervous.
Perfect.
And then he'll start taking you up actually like there's like ladders, very primitive looking ladders that are connecting tunnels above, and it just goes like you're just kind of like zigzagging your way up.
Okay.
Yeah, we were,
And
and
it's
then he just starts talking. Is anyone engaging him in a conversation or anything? Or
Faiz isn't really the talkative type, and he was told to keep an eye on the kid, so he's not really talking back. But anytime the kid like stops to like engage in conversation, he just kind of shoves him with the butt of the rifle, like gives him like a good nudge forward.
and he gets the hint, so he takes out the rest of his protein bar, and as he's walking, like eats it. He's like, yeah, we were digging, and then
Uh huh.
we fell through a hole in like a big pocket.
Uh huh.
Yeah, some kind of weird chambery thing.
Uh huh.
Yeah. And then
I've had that happen to me before. It's quite common. You should be an archaeologist.
what's that?
Someone that falls through holes into chambers.
Sounds right.
Basically, you kid.
So I am an
Well,
archaeologist already. I
Sure.
fall through lots of holes. There's
I
lots of
mean, I went
pockets
to
around here,
university
but this is the only time
to
we actually
learn,
found something.
but you sound like a natural.
Did you have a book at university?
No, we use computers.
And he looks like he has no idea what the hell you guys are talking about. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but Boss Man got really excited, and they gave us an extra serving of gruel, but that's it.
Wow.
Tasty.
That sounds awful. You know,
It's
hey,
okay.
hey kid, Bean or whatever.
Ferris.
Oh, all right.
He'll stop and turn around and look at you. He's like, "My name's Ferris.
You just said people call you Bean.
That just don't you have nicknames? Were you?" Looks you up and where are you from?
Space station, mostly. Coriolis.
I've only ever been here before. I don't remember anything else but here.
It's a pretty sad story. Anyway,
Hmm.
has anyone else landed here, like us? Any other inspections going on?
I don't know. Boss man tell us nothing.
Gotcha. Is there someone that the boss man does tell something to? Yeah. Who's in charge of you?
I listened to Bash
Cool. Where's Bash?
way up in the house.
How far is the house?
He kind of stops and looks at the ceiling. Far.
All right. Well, and FaZe like reaches around and like pulls out an energy cell and clips it into the rifle, and then re-slings it back down. All right, kid, lead on to the hole.
And he kind of looks at you. Are you here to save us?
Or is there something you need to be saved from?
Well, sometimes I think about like not being here. Bash tells me don't think like that because this is what we do, and he says he's gonna die here, but that makes me sad. So I try to work really hard,
Mm-hmm.
but one day I'd like to like go, and he kind of like gestures out there.
I mean, there's no oxygen out there, so definitely don't go out there. You'll die.
He pats his helmet. I got this.
Great. I mean, that's not the mission, right?
To go outside? No, we're here to inspect the object. I am the boss man to inspect this object. Please, could we move to the object?
No, kid, we're not here to save you.
Oh,
You
he
heard
kind
him.
of like looks down a little bit.
Well,
Well, that's
Here-
okay. One day,
we'll get back to that. That's a later discussion. First, I need to do the inspection.
there's lots of us here. So, did you bring a big ship?
That's on him.
Oh, it's tiny. Anyhow,
So he starts walking, and then you guys keep going up and up and up, and eventually, Zane, like this feeling that you're getting is kind of getting like stronger and stronger and stronger, and then he wants to take you up another tunnel, and then there's like the tunnel leads further in, like towards the center, at pretty much a straight line, and then but he wants to go up further, and as you're standing at the base of the ladder, you just have a feeling that it's like the feeling that you're getting is weaker this way. It's like you feel like you're starting to move away from it.
You sure that's the right way, kid?
And he kind of stops and looks up. It's easier.
But I think we should be going straight ahead.
He kind of looks down. And he's like, well, they're still mining above us, but this takes us up. It takes a little longer, but we go way up, and then we go way up around, and we come back down, and then the thing, like, you know.
Which way's quicker?
That way. And he points down the hallway.
Yeah, well, take us the quickest way. We're on a schedule, like I mentioned.
He looks a little nervous, like, oh, okay. And like during this whole time, you've heard like you know, that really muffled, like booming sound, like there's actual active mining going on here. And he's like, he looks wary down the tunnel, and then he kind of looks up at the ceiling. He's like, okay, we go quickly, okay? There's mining right above us. And then he runs down the tunnel.
Oh, shit. He starts running as well, because that was his job, was to keep an eye on the kid. So he begins to do his best to keep up in this tunnel environment.
All right.
Yeah, Amid would also go. It's like, oh shit, we have like one guide.
And he's I'm spending one of my darkness points.
Oh, you would.
As you guys are running, and he seems really fast, FaZe.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's really adept at moving through these tunnels. And just as you guys are going, everyone roll me a dex at -1, please.
Oh, at -1, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did mine not go? Why did mine not
No.
go? Oh, I know why. I'm
Stop
dumb.
doing. There we go.
Boop. Nope. Oh, I haven't succeeded a single goddamn roll.
You have not.
I'm the worst player at Coriolis.
Dear God. It was also fitting because Saeed is the only one still wearing his armor.
Yep.
Or at least his exosuit, right?
Yeah, it's armor with a built-in vac suit, so you can go outside.
Okay. Oh, actually, that was supposed to be at a -2 roll, but that's fine. That's fine. All right. So, as you guys are the rest of you following them quickly, or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you're moving at a good pace, and all of a sudden, as you probably get like 20 yards in, there's like this loud cacophonous like boom above you as shape charges go off somewhere in a tunnel above you, and the three of you who failed stumble and kind of like bounce off the wall. You don't necessarily go down onto your feet, but rock and debris start dropping down on all of your heads. See, everyone. Excuse me, you're all wearing armor of some sort, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll your armor.
Ooh. Let's see here. Yay, there we go. I block 2 damage.
Gee, with my
Oh, I
two
don't roll
successes, can I use my second one to help Zane up and get him through?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I don't roll I don't roll for damage here.
Mm-hmm. I
think
2
Saeed would, as he's running through and seeing Zane stumble, he would sort of grab him by the back of his shirt and help him along,
Okay.
purposefully helping him over Amid.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So everyone who failed your roll, you're taking 3 damage minus your armor
Got it.
from falling debris.
So I take 1 point of damage. Okay, cool. Yeah, what does this tunnel look like? Was it just like debris falling from the ceiling from like a blast charge way, way above us kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think Faiz just sort of like pushes rubble aside off himself and like sees that Zaid and Zane made it past where this is and just kind of like looks at Amid and just stands there waiting for him to get up.
Amid would definitely just try to brush off, not show how like he's bruised and it hurts, but he tries to show none of that. Just stands up, sort of fixes his coat and be like, yes, I'm fine. We can continue the mission.
Okay. Well.
And Ferris has standing on the other side of the debris, kind of just watching you. Boss man, you okay?
Yes, fine. please lead on. We want to get out of this tunnel. We're on the schedule.
And you hear more like rumbling above you and like dust crumbling down.
Yes, I order us all to run now, and he starts to run.
Oh, Lordy Lord.
There's a second where Faiz just like stops and like looks back the other direction of the tunnel, looks back at the ass of Amid running. Just, oh God, slings his rifle behind him and starts running.
And Ferris takes the hint and all starts running ahead of you. And eventually, you guys will come. He kind of crawls up a little bit more tunnels and stuff like that. And Zane, you still you get the feeling like you're moving in the right direction here. And you come to the large center tunnel shaft, if you will. And it's about it's pretty wide. It's about 30 feet wide. And I'm not really sure how they would move the minerals up and down. As you get to the center, you kind of feel your body kind of lift up slightly, like gravity is like not as strong in this spot as everything else is. So there's like conveyor belts moving up and down, and there's debris or mining minerals on it, and they're moving up.
A gravity conveyor belt sounds pretty cool.
And then Ferris kind of stops and he looks at all of you, and when you're all gathered around, he kind of points up. And then you see a tunnel probably about 40 feet above you. There it is, boss man.
Excellent. Take us there.
And he kind of looks around. Okay. We have to get to the other side. And he motions up. There's like it's the supports on the side of the shaft. We climb, yeah?
Is that the only way across? Climbing across this thing?
Unless you want to go back to the top.
No, this will work.
Okay. And then he, like a little cute little monkey, just like starts going up the side.
A cute little monkey, you say?
Yes. Yep. One of you go secure the other place. One of you secure this one, and me and Zane will move in the middle. And he sort of points to the two gunmen, Yes, and Said.
Faiz looks to Said and he puts up his hand to play like rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first and who stays behind. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Ah, shit. And he like puts the rifle behind him again and starts climbing up the top of the stairs.
Very fine. Amid would look to Zane. Is that Zane?
Yep, Zane will follow on from Faiz.
Amid will follow Zane and expect Zaid to be covering their six.
he says as if reading from a manual.
Just before Amit starts to go across, Saeed looks at him and says, just make sure at all times you stand behind Faiz. So if bullets fly, he gets shot first. Just remember that.
That is good advice. You always should spare the commander, otherwise everything will go to shit.
Yep. Got to keep you from getting shot first.
That's fucked
Or
up.
keep me from getting shot, you mean?
Definitely first.
You're borderlining on insubordination. I can speak right now, soldier, and he sort of climbs away.
It's fucking rude.
Saeed looks down the hole, says, I could have pushed you.
We're gonna have a discussion when we come back to the ship about the chain of command.
It's a chain I go get and beat you with.
Yeah.
I warned you this will be a horrible experience for all of you since you put me in command.
Didn't you offer?
Oh, God.
So Ferris is the first one up. Surprise, surprise.
Mhm.
And he kind of, as he beats you guys to the top, and he kind of disappears back down the way tunnel from whence you came. And then by the time Faiz gets to the top, he's come out with one of the ladders. He's like, put it over the gap, yeah?
You know, this is kind of like a rickety little establishment you guys got here. And he like takes the ladder from the kid and like slowly like lowers it down and like looks down the ladder at everyone else still climbing, like to say we have to walk across the ladder rungs.
And he looks at you like, this is all I know?
You know, if you get a wooden board or like a metal plank of some kind, it's probably safer. Just saying, if you find that.
I don't think Boss Man cares.
But you, okay,
Jimmy-O fell last week.
and died.
but- Yeah.
Yeah, if there's not holes, makes it easier to not fall. You know.
You just step on the rungs like this, and he like, doot, 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 doot. He just goes across like,
Uh-huh.
you just gotta be good.
Fucking
Be good. He shouts across the gap.
great.
Did we
Yeah,
all hear this conversation?
probably.
Would we have all heard this conversation?
Yeah, because because like with all like the debris moving, it's a little loud. So he's shouting. And then when you're at the top, you have to roll dexterity to get across.
Yeah, he like gets there and like, he's looking at the ladder, looking down at everyone else moving, and kind of slowly begins to start to cross this ladder. Let's see here. Roll a dexterity. Click. Nice. Okay, one success.
Good job, boss man.
Yeah, no, it was pretty easy. You just got to be
Put your
good.
hands out.
No, it's fine. I got it.
Did
It's
you get
very
closer?
light.
He pulls out his hand to like help you as you get closer.
Yeah, he'll like go to reach out there and then realize that like if he pulls at all, that kid's gonna fall in. So he just kind of like moves forward and doesn't take his hand.
He probably looks like he weighs like 5 pounds.
Yeah,
And like 0.5 G's.
yeah. Like, oh yeah, no, there was the kid's right. Just be good.
Yeah, the three of you.
Yeah, I am going to give you a darkness point and use my gambler talent and just crit this to get across because I don't like my chances.
Okay. Easiest darkness point ever.
Saeed would clap Amit on the shoulder, like whack him sideways, and say, "Why doesn't the boss man care? Aren't you supposed to care about these poor people and give them a proper way to cross so we don't have to go across
Yes.
this rickety
I
ass
will.
ladder?"
I will say this loud enough for the kid to hear. Yes, I will definitely have a word with management about this.
Wow.
Good.
No,
Remember, if you fall, this is your fault for not giving us proper equipment.
That's true.
Well, It's the other
Bash
boss
says
man.
hope is forsaken in this land. And he kind of backs up waiting for you.
Jesus, gee.
Good thing that the academy told us what to do in these kind of situations, and Amid will go down on all four, and so they all four climb and holding onto the ladder. This is the proper way to go over these high heights. I did this in simulation very many times. This is the proper authorized way of crossing on riggedy. Yes, and he just says this while he's sort of climbing over on the all four, holding into the ladder.
Jesus.
Do like me. So Zayd, he's like, okay, I can do good. I could do this. So he's like, and then he leaps over Amid with his critical, and then lands on the other side of the ladder. Keeps going, and Ferris is like, yeah, and he offers his hand for a high five.
Oh, fist bump him by mistake.
Nice. And then he looks at me. Come on, boss man.
Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming.
And then when you get close to the end, he'll offer his hand to help you.
Amid would not be competent enough to realize that the kid will get pulled in. He takes the hand. He's not gonna pull, but you know, he thinks the kid will get him. But he's kind of more scrawny than the rest of them. He's not as muscly or anything. He's just a scrawny little kid like himself. So odds are better in his favor for this one. But yeah, he accepts it.
Yeah, and he'll just like kind of help. It's not graceful at all. Like he's trying to pull you off the ladder so you're at least on solid ground again. Saeed?
Saeed will just walk across.
Oh shit.
Wow.
I mean, I roll with 7 dice on that one, so it's not too bad.
Some kind of asshole. We're here.
As you walk across, as you get to the other end, Ferris gives you the fist.
He fist bumps him.
Yeah.
Got to
And
be
then
good, like you said, right?
I'm always good.
Just
We
don't
know
fall
I'm
down
not
that
gonna
hole.
I'm not gonna get a whipping.
Boss man won't whip you. Don't worry, it's all good.
He doesn't believe you.
Not this boss man, and he points to Amid.
Oh.
Hey,
You get to be our new boss man?
Yep, you can keep him.
The worst he'll do is
he will just
give you
look
demerits.
like this at you. You know, the slitted eyes kind of look, and then continue on.
You're gonna run a whole station, Amid.
Well,
Full
we'll
control.
discuss this on the ship later.
Later. Zayd, as they're bickering, you're standing there, and the feeling of you needing to go somewhere is the strongest it's ever been at this moment.
All right, kid, show us the way.
And now Ferris looks a little bit more nervous. He's like, "Oh, okay, I'm not supposed to go in there. It's off limits." And he
boss
kind
man, you're all good.
of
Yes,
just like,
I am the boss man, and I'm saying that you are supposed to go in there and lead us to the place. You're fine. If anyone asks you, I, the boss man, told you it's okay. Just special circumstances, just for you. And I will sort of side-eye look at the other three and be like, that's right. That's good, right? That's how you talk to kids.
Ferris follows your gaze to them and look back at you. Oh, okay. It's not far. And he walks a little bit more slower this time. Like he kind of sticks to the side of the tunnel, and like he's doesn't have that hop in his step anymore. And then as you guys go ahead.
As he's looking a bit nervous as he has that little walk, Saeed would just motion off to him. What are you worried about? The boss man's with you. Is this
Yeah, but
place guarded?
No, it's like we're just not supposed to be here. And this nice boss man. Boss man, not nice.
Is boss man in there?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, but we're not allowed to come in here.
Okay. Saeed would then, because he's basically holstered his weapon the whole time, not thinking there's going to be anything to deal with. He removes it from the holster and starts to actually carry it like a rifle now.
And he stopped and he looks at your gun and then glances up at you and I made roll observation for me.
Me? Oh.
Yeah.
Observation. Yes, ma'am. 2.
Okay. You're the one who hacked into the terminal way down there, and so you had access to all the security cameras, right? Is that what you did?
Yeah, I have the hollow thingy. So I have the map on the hollow thingy, and I also actually do have a computer.
Okay. Actually, I can't remember what you actually rolled for back then, but that's okay.
I think I got 2 successes after Faiz hit the terminal with the
Right.
rifle.
So then you have, as you're following everyone down the tunnel, you kind of get a little blink on your tablet or whatever, how the hell it's on your body or on your person, and you look down. You didn't notice before because you hadn't been checking it, but there is a ship that has been landed on the platform.
I will look at it, and without stopping, I will try to I will pull some of the people back. I don't know who's with the kid, but I will leave the person with the kid will be there, and they will pull the other 2 a bit back and whisper to them, "We've got company," and show them like the thing that I'm actually serious, that I'm not just preposterous again, but we actually have company now.
So what does the book say about that?
The book says that if we have enemy combatant in the area, we should watch out and try to get a drop on them. Tactical advantage.
G, from that camera feed that unMade has, what can we see of the ship?
You see it's open atmo, so you're seeing a shot, like the camera shot, security camera from like the outside in the vacuum. So you see a ship and it's just on the platform with the thing attached to it.
Do we see like any like markings on the ship? Like, is there like the name of the ship? Does it look like it's branded to be DS whatever the company's name that owns this rock?
No, it doesn't have
something?
any faction designation on it.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can roll technology.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Can we see from the feed if they would have flown in to see our ship, or like would they have spotted us, or like could we tell if they spotted us coming in?
You can't tell from this.
Okay.
But you do know that you guys parked pretty much like, if this is the asteroid, the top where the thing is like here, and you guys parked like down here.
Okay.
So the ship wouldn't be visible from where the landing pad is.
I have 2 successes on technology.
Okay. Just by looking at the ship, it doesn't have any visible designations on it. There's no ship name painted on the side. You can tell that it has some pretty good stealth technology on it.
Okay. Yeah, he'll relay that to Amid. Say, hey, this isn't the boss man. This is that competition.
I see. Thank you. That's very good intelligence.
Good intelligence.
He like looks past Amid to Saeed, and he like just adjusts his rifle.
Saeed just nods.
Amid, roll datagen again.
Uh-oh.
Will do. 2 successes. Man, I'm on a roll.
You kind of stand there and you're fiddling with the data pad and like the information on it, and you're able to actually get a cycle of the different cameras on the station. So you scroll through, and as you click like onto one, you see individuals disappear off the side, like out of the frame. It's like you just missed them. And then you scroll to the next one, and then you see 3 individuals walking in single file down a tunnel, or not tunnel, a corridor on the main platform.
I would wave over to the others, like especially Faiz and Saeed, like see 3 bogeys walking in the corridor here.
And they as you're kind of cycling through, you might miss the occasional one because you're not exactly sure like how to operate which camera you're getting access to. So you might lose them for a couple minutes, but you see they're walking through. They might stop and like engage with somebody and like talk with them, and then that nothing is exchanged. Like there's no handing of objects or anything like that, and they don't appear to be armed or anything like that. They're like a uniform kind of civilian getup.
Saeed would walk over to the kid and sort of like kneel down in front of him, put his hand on the kid's shoulder. Right. The people who have now come in are here to steal from Boss Man, which means that if they succeed, you guys are probably going to get in trouble. So we need to move quickly and quietly. And if you see someone who doesn't fit in,
I get in trouble for
need to
helping
point.
you.
No,
If they
them.
steal?
They are trying to steal.
I didn't help them though. I'm helping you,
No.
Boss Man.
But the Boss Man's going to come down on everyone.
Oh.
When has Boss Man ever been nice?
And he looks at Amid.
Not this one. This one's really a pushover. The other Boss Man.
Hey,
So
This
we
is
need to
not
be
the time.
quiet. We need to be quick. And we need to basically get to the inspection as quick as possible. And as
You want to
quiet as
roll?
possible.
You want to roll manipulation? He's
Not
been
really. I can.
do it. Ferris has been looking increasingly nervous as you guys have like been talking in this tunnel. What a bit.
One success.
Oh, he's like, and he doesn't say anything. He just takes a look at all four of you and then continues on. And you can see there's like literally a light at the end of the tunnel. You can see the tunnel is like straight ahead, and then it opens up to a larger room at the other end. And roll observation. Whoever's in front.
I think Saeed's in the front with the kid. But just before the kid moves, you'd say to him, you are not going to be in trouble for taking us there. If anyone tries to shout at you, I mean, I can quickly stop them.
that won't be necessary. Just tell them that the new boss man is here and he has told you to do this. And I would walk up to Zaid, and I would lower the camera feeds and pointedly show Zaid that there's a talking point list. It's named Talking Points with Zaid, and there's like multiple items on the list now. And sort of just bring back the camera feed again and be like, it's okay, kid. We got your back. I am the boss man, and I've told you to do this. You're fine. Now we need to hurry so that other people that are here to steal from the company won't be successful.
Gee, is there another way down to where we are? Is this the only... So the tunnel we're in right now is the only tunnel, and there's just that big giant main shaft?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Faiz he stays at the, like, where the ladder is, where the giant mine shaft is, and he, like, reaches out behind himself, and, like, you can hear something unclip, and he loads something into the bottom of his rifle, and he's just standing, looking up the tunnel, figuring that these people, whoever they are, have to come from this direction.
Okay. And you, Saeed, you're the one who rolled your observation. As you guys approach, you see like there's a light in this room, and you can tell there's movement inside. One success won't. No, it's open. One success won't tell you how many people are in there.
He would stop at the door and sort of grab the kid's shoulder to stop him walking in, and he would whisper down into his ear, do you recognize anyone in this room? Or do you not recognize anyone in this room?
And he peeks in and leans out. He's like, it's Boss Man. And,
is it just Boss Man?
Here's a name. Boss
Is there
Man.
anyone other than Boss Man?
No, just one. Nadir. He's foreman, Boss Man.
Do you like him? Is he mean to you? Okay.
And he doesn't really want to go forward.
All right.
Like if your hands
With-
on his shoulder, he kind of like shifts his weight so he's slightly behind you.
Can you see the object that you found from here?
And he's like, it's on a desk, on a table.
Okay, stay here. Don't come in. Just stay. And Saeed would stand up and look to Hamid. You're up, boss man.
Amid would sort of try to also look around the corner to get a feel for the room before doing anything.
Are you guys entering the room?
I don't know. I got the feeling that we could look into the room as the kid did to, like, peek in first to see, like, what is the layout, where is the guy, what is happening in the room before just entering into it. So I have some kind of preparation.
Yeah,
going
you
in.
won't have a lot of time. I'm going to roll.
Saeed's indication
him?
to Hamid is go in and pretend like you're supposed to be. That's what he's trying to convey.
Yeah, Amid would get that. He just, he doesn't just want to walk around the corner and walk into somebody. It's more like want to see, like, is he behind a desk? Is there a desk in the room? Is there, like, what's quick layout? So he has some kind of familiar. So it looks like he knows what he's entering.
It's a it's like a circular room, obviously not perfect. It's has like large chunks of debris all on the floor. Actually, sorry, you did mention that the one entrance, there would be a hole in the ceiling where the place was discovered, and then it was tunneled out into the main shaft. So there's like debris kind of everywhere. And then you can see that like on the back wall, like the furthest way from you, looks like there is some kind of ruins are there, but they're all crumbled and like destroyed. And then you see a man, he seems to be working at the desk or at like a makeshift table preparing something.
Is he sitting my way, or does he have his back towards me if I enter the room?
He's technically facing the room, but he's staring down at the table.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Quickly roll.
Amid would then walk around he would just straighten up, like do the sign to like follow me, and then walk around the corner, trying to be like, straight up, looking like he owned the place, and I would like to start to try to fabricate an identity on my hollow thing that shows that I'm like I'm an employee of Deep Six Mining Corporation, and that I'm like corporate.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to notice you when you walk in.
Just before you walk past Saeed, he would stop you and say, his name is Nadir. He's the foreman. He's a prick.
The foreman. Got it. He would walk in and like he would try to get as far into the room as possible, trying to, data gin a corporate ID on his hollow thingy before he reaches him. And then when he's like in, 2 or 3 feet away, unless he gets discovered before, if he's 2 or 3 feet away from the desk, it would be like, Foreman Nadir.
Took you guys long enough and been waiting it. And he stops and he looks up at you. Who the fuck are you?
I am retrieval expert Amid. I'm from corporate.
He squints, beady little eyes at you. No, seriously, who the fuck are you?
I am from corporate. Do we have a problem here?
How did you get in here?
We walked in like we should be able to as employees. Then we took Fazir, I think it was here, to show us the way over.
Saeed is just shaking his head. Like,
are you with him, Saeed?
Saeed is right behind him with his gun.
I'm talking about the boy. He mispronounces the boy name to be like, that kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as you start to mention the kid's name, Saeed punches you in the back to say, stop.
He kind of looks around like he like who the fuck are you talking about? I know everybody here, and I know everyone upstairs too. And if you turn and like glance back, Ferris is gone.
Mm-hmm. I will just, Amid won't move a muscle in his face. He will just be like, well, yes, I am, like I told you, corporate sent me to retrieve the object.
Did they now? And he just like laughs, like deep chuckle. You don't know what you've gotten yourselves into, do you? And you can tell as he's like shifting his weight, you can see he's got a pistol on his hip. So who put you up to this?
Saeed would lean forward to Mead. We're wasting time.
Fine.
Did they tell you you signed your death warrant taking this job? Just like the other pathetic sods in this place?
Well, your opinions have been noted, and I will take it under consideration. I will bring it back to corporate. Could we please be handed the object now? We are on a tight schedule.
I feel like something needs to be rolled here.
I would push for manipulation, since that's what I'm trying to do.
Thing is, he knows.
So
Ooh.
manipulation could also be, it's the same thing as like deception. It's your charisma based communication thing. So it could be
Yeah, and I
lies
have-
as well.
I have manipulation 3. I like put a 3 into manipulation just to be a talker. But yeah, you do you, G. Let's see what happens, what goes down.
I'm just looking at everyone's character sheet here, and I like this little detail on Saeed's sheet. Saeed is trigger happy.
That's why Saeed said we're wasting time, because he's on the verge. Like, if Amid doesn't solve this quickly, Saeed
You
will.
you see Nadir reach for his
Yeah, I have,
thing.
like I told when you said that, I told you fine, like a code word for like I'm okay with you shooting him. So it's like fine, and then I said the other part. So the fine was directed towards Saeed.
He reaches
All right.
for his gun.
As he starts to move his hand, Saeed will raise up his rifle and shoot him square in the face.
Okay, roll it.
You want a ranged combat, don't you, G?
Mm-hmm.
Ranged combat. 1 limited success.
You hit him. I don't know if that counts as a there's called shots in this game or not, but you do hit him, and your damage.
Damage is 3.
Okay. Mike, you're nodding your head. Something.
I think they do have called shots. Aim shot.
I also forgot to add my 2 bonuses from the weapon and the advanced scope.
Sure. Roll more, 2 more, or roll
Yeah.
roll 2 more.
6. Another success, so 2 in total.
Okay. So you want to do like extra damage with that extra success?
Yes. So 3
Okay.
is the default damage, and I think it's an extra 1
Mhm.
for the additional 6.
Yeah. He kind of like, you shoot him not in the face, but definitely up like right in the shoulder, right in the collarbone area. And he's like, ah! And he screams and like spins around and goes down in a heap.
Amid
Doesn't seem
would
to be
pull
dead,
back.
but he's like, you just hear him crying out in pain.
Amid would pull back. I mean, he fancies himself a commander rather than a combat specialist, so he's pulling back, letting Saeed do his work.
Saeed
Please.
would turn. Go for it.
Go ahead.
Saeed would turn to Amid. It's on the desk. Walk up, kick the gun away, and then shoot him again to kill him.
He's dead. He's dead, Jim. As you walk over, it's like, you guys don't know what you're up against. And then put down. And FaZe, you're still in the tunnel?
Yeah. He's looking up and down the tunnel, waiting for this secondary crew.
Okay. And as you're standing there looking, you kind of just like get like a little nudge as Ferris runs past you and across the ladder and disappears on the other side.
As soon as he feels the nudge, he like puts a foot on the ladder to make sure that the kid doesn't knock the ladder
I thought you could say you're gonna push the ladder.
No. He like steps on the ladder so that way the kid doesn't like rocket to the side, running across and tip it over.
Okay, yeah. And he's like, you barely even feel his foot falls on it as he goes across.
Yeah.
And then you hear the crack and then crack again.
He kind of like glances back over his shoulder, waiting for like an explosive amount of gunfire, doesn't hear any, and then just waits.
Yeah, you can hear like loud shouting beforehand and then afterwards.
Yeah, it sounds like there wasn't a third shot, which means the whole crew can't be dead. So, you know, at most the commander got shot, and then the bad guy got shot. Yeah, he continues staying there, looking again up and down the. He expects them to come from above, but he's checking the tunnel above, the tunnel, basically the whole shaft, and then the one that we came across from, looking for anyone coming in.
Okay, Zane, are you going into the room as well?
Yeah, as soon as the second shot goes off, Zane will go into the room and head straight for the artifact.
Okay. It's kind of like it looks like it's being prepared to be moved. Like it's in one of there's like medium-sized black cases, you know, and it's sitting open. And as you approach and you look inside, you see a couple things actually, not just one thing. Let me scroll down. Okay. Front and center that immediately catches your eye is a circular like gold medallion like object. It's like probably like as big as your palm, and it has like around it there's like 4 chevron like arrows, kind of like compass points, like up like top, bottom, left, and right. And then in the middle is set like what looks like stone or glass, and it's sitting there inside the like the foam bedding of this box. And then you also see what looks like a metal cylinder tapered at one end with like small holes randomly like carved into the circumference of this cylinder. And it's about 3 inches wide, and looks about like half a foot long.
Okay. So, do I recognize what it could be or where it's from? Or
You've never seen anything like this before, at least not off the top of your head. Would you like to examine it a little closer?
yeah, definitely.
You can roll your science. Let me get back to my sheet. Nice. Definitely not something that you've seen before, and not a design of something that you've seen in any of your textbooks or like scientific journals. Do you touch it at all, or?
Definitely not. Zane knows better than touching any artifacts, and possibly putting oils from your skin onto things helps them degrade quicker. So he'll just pop, if they're both in the case, he'll just pop the case closed.
Okay.
And
well, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to touch it. But like as you kind of lean down and you're looking, like this center glass, it looks like it could be opaque, but then as you're kind of looking at it, it like has depth to it, and you're looking, and you almost like want to put your face right up to it. It's like you're seeing stars in it, and they're like twinkling.
okay, so how big is that object? Because you've got the rod, which is about.
No, sorry, it's not the rod. The cylinder's not that big. It's like 8 inches long.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is about, you could, if you want to pick it up, you could grip it the outside of with your hand, and it's like not very wide. It's like a disc.
So the mission was for a artifact, wasn't it?
He said, yeah, it says an artifact was discovered. I'm sorry, there is one more thing that is in there. Sorry about that. There's a data stick.
So Zane will grab that data stick and put it in his pocket,
Okay.
and then close the box.
As you pick it up, you feel like it's got like a button on it.
On the data stick,
Yeah.
will it work with his computer, or is it a hologram or
It
something like that?
looks like a hologram.
He'll just put that in his pocket.
Okay. Roll observation again. Okay. You see at the far end of the room a stone like dais that is heavily damaged, and yeah, it's about waist high. And as you're looking at it, you see writing scrawled onto the side of it.
Yep. So he'll pop the lid down on the box, kind of stand it up ready for a mid, and walk over to the dais and see if he can work out what the words are.
Okay. I'm going to give it to you, since you are very learned in Portal Builder. You can tell it's Portal Builder writing.
Yep.
But it's a rare dialect. If you had to, like, there's like some symbols that look familiar to you.
Yeah.
But some that just look a little off.
He'll make notes if he's able to with the computer, take some photos.
Mm-hmm. You even have like a little scanner where you can take like a 3D image of it.
Yeah.
How many successes did you roll from that observation? 2?
No, just one on the observation.
Okay. Cool.
And he'll just turn to the others and say, "Are we ready to go?"
You put the box, like, did you gesture for a mid to take it, or did you just sort of put it there?
He would have just put it up on the table ready for someone to take it. But
I think a mid, as the mission commander, would go over and sort of a bit ceremoniously take the box and be like, extraction complete. Now let's withdraw.
While Zane was investigating the box and investigating the dais, Saeed would pick up the foreman, grab him by the shirt, and sort of drag him back down the tunnel towards Faiz, and just drop him down the pit.
He falls, but not as fast as you would have that you have experience with, but he falls.
Saeed would look to Faiz. Got on the way.
How's the commander? Still in one piece?
Yep, that guy was the first one shot today.
Shit. Okay. I meant
roll
part
observation,
of the crew,
you two.
That's fine. Observation.
No.
1 success.
Okay. As you guys are talking, you hear like a mechanical clanking sound, and then you hear a whirling sound, and you look up and you see something coming towards you. Looks like a metal like platform, and it's like coming down.
How far away is it?
At this point, maybe like 4 stories.
4 stories. Okay. I'm gonna break shit. Because that's what I want to do. If my Coriolis rulebook would load. I'm trying to remember how exactly grenades work. Because they have a blast power, and I forget what exactly that means.
I think it's everyone in that range.
Yeah.
What kind of grenade? You have a frag grenade?
I do have a frag grenade. Let's see.
I want you to have a flag grenade now. Just use flags everywhere.
Yeah. So blast
power
radius.
is 6.
Yeah, powerful explosives with a blast power of 7 or higher may wound people beyond close range. Within short range, the blast power is lowered by 6. If a lot of victims within short range of the explosion make one... Okay, so I think I can hit up to that many people in that range.
Okay.
Cool. So I have a grenade launcher on my rifle, which
Okay.
has a range of long. So I loaded previously my grenade into it. So I'm going to shoot my grenade at this lowering platform. And
Okay.
I imagine it's like a very casual scene, right? Of Saeed like throws the body down, we're bickering about winning the bet, and then you just see the platform lower, and Faiz just goes, thump, and fires a grenade upward at this platform. So I'm going to give you a range combat +1 and see what happens. I'm going to spend a darkness point. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I am going to spend a darkness point. But what I'm going to spend a darkness point on is I'm going to use my talent because you know what? Why not? Why shouldn't I? And I have the judge's talent. So I crit.
Okay.
I
So
crit
you
at
crit-
grenades.
You crit the bottom of this platform pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna crit this thing, and let me see what page is crits on? Page 96. Perfect. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I guess I get to roll crit. So D66, D6, and D6. Yeah, 46. What does a 46 do, everyone?
Pierced intestines.
Pierced intestines. Perfect. Yeah. They just bleed and they're stunned. So, all right. So the platform is stunned. I don't know if it blows up the platform or what
That's
happens here.
that's the question I have. You're connecting with the bottom of this metal elevator type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So the grenade itself deals, I think, 3 damage. 1 damage. Does 1 damage. And I crit. It has a blast power of 6. So this thing explodes on the base of this lowering platform. And I assume the shrapnel more or less just kind of rains down, but doesn't really explode down it. It just kind of falls like debris. But yeah.
what is going to fall at least towards you guys is some of those minerals that are being conveyed up this shaft.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So as you shoot up, you connect dead center onto this elevator. It's like, and then so out, minerals go blasting against the side of the wall on both sides, and this whole thing just shakes pretty violently. And you can't really see anybody on it, but you hear like shouts of alarm coming from it. And both of you standing there, just give a quick dex to see if you can avoid the debris falling. Necro just
Crit
steps aside.
success.
Yeah.
Saeed would shout back, "It's time to go," as Faiz readies his launcher to fire up. And as it explodes and he steps out of the way. We could have done this quietly. That's why I threw the body down there.
It's probably the other crew.
Yeah, but fine. Whatever.
You guys
Right
hear this
after
shout
that,
from
I
down the
would-
tunnel after a very loud explosion.
Amid would hear it's time to go and start to move out and come in. I would guess it comes back right after we could have done this quietly, coming like, what is hell is going on out here? We should do a stealth mission. That's not stealth.
Oops.
We're also going to have a talk back on the ship, and he looks over to Faiz.
I told you I didn't have the book.
You didn't give us a copy.
I neither gave you a command to blast whatever that was in the mine.
Platform.
The bad guys.
So he looks up and be like, fine. Let's move. Where's the kid?
It shudders and it keeps going down.
Oh, the kid, he left.
Yeah, we need him. Make sure to grab the kid on the way out.
No, he left.
What?
Yeah, I don't care. And you can see Amid start to climb over that thing again, all down on all fours, like you're like all three, holding the box with one hand and sort of climbs with the other three. Trying to be commander-like, going first out.
Does anyone? He shots. Saeed shots across. Does anyone remember the way out of here?
I figured he's got a map.
Oh yeah, good point.
I do have a map.
Great. Faiz begins to walk across this platform again as well.
If anyone has survival, you can roll it, and even if you don't have survival, you can roll it.
I don't have survival, but I'll give you a roll.
I don't have it either. I mean, I can try to roll it. I do have a map, but no survival. No. Good thing we brought an archaeologist with us.
The rock
Perfect.
guy knows.
Yep.
Snow, please continue to save us.
Yeah. He's pretty confident that he could find his way out.
Yep, it's not my first tunnel.
Yeah.
I'm an experienced spelunker.
Yeah. He's done a lot of tunnel simulations and
So you guys are escaping across the ladder?
yeah.
As soon as Amid is on the other side, or like the team is gathered on the other side, he would be like, all right, so we need a kid. I ordering you to search on our way out, and if we find a kid, to bring him with us.
What happens if it's a different kid?
I want...
The thing is...
God damn it, can't you just follow orders for once?
I mean, is that dead or alive? Do you have a
Alive,
preference?
of course. Come on. You see how it started to look a bit flushed, and it's like, come on, that was a fucking sad story. We need to do something nice for the kid. Bring him with us. Of course we are. Now go get the kid. And it sort of starts to walk off in any
Are you
direction.
guys all
he
across
thinks is
the,
right one.
Have you all crossed?
Yeah,
the
I was
gap?
specifically waiting for them
Yeah.
all to do that before starting to give out orders.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll look in every tunnel we're in for the kid.
So as you guys are standing on the other side of the shaft bickering, the elevator has come down onto the far side. Like it's not in the middle, it's like it is on the opposite side. But as they come down, you see three people standing there. They look okay. So you can't tell if they've taken any damage from the grenade blast, but like very stoic, straight-faced, pretty androgynous. You can't tell if they're male or female. And as they stop and they look, they kind of just, their eyes kind of squint and they kind of like turn their body, and then it's like in Avengers Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Like all like this armor starts essentially growing over their skin, full encased armor, and then they have like an eye band on the top that glows with like part down the middle, glows white, and then all three of them raise their arm, and then like nanites grows and like weapon, like a cannon gun, pops out of their arm, and you hear, and then they open fire at you as you're standing there.
Cool.
Yay! What do I gotta do? All right,
Roll.
I'm ready for this.
You roll to attack us.
3 people are attacking you.
That's not great.
Yep.
Nope.
I would like it if it were less people. Gee, but I'm not,
Is it just the 3 of them on the platform?
Correct.
Perfect. And there's a gap between them and us, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why you roll physical dice. 86. That's 1.
Ouch. Ouch.
I don't like that. I don't like this numbers. These are bad amount of numbers.
No.
These are really bad numbers. Could we have other numbers, please?
Much lower ones.
Yes.
I could
prefer
spend a
one.
darkness
One
point
is
to
a bit-
re-roll.
No, thank you.
Let's see if I get
No,
better.
nice.
Okay, so there's left
I-
guy, middle guy, right guy. So left guy would be on the top, middle guy in the mid is the second one, and
Mhm.
right guy is on the bottom. And how are you guys positioned on this side?
I feel like Saeed would have been the last one across the ladder. So it's
yeah.
probably in between them and the crew, and would
Yeah.
probably be the one to take the hits.
I think
So maybe
Faiz would be close
first, and
by
he
as well.
turned around to face the other ones. He would have his back against like the other wall, facing the platform.
It sounds like Saeed and Faiz are the ones that are tunnel side.
Sounds good to me. Oh, too many pages. Okay, roll your armor.
0 damage removed.
2 removed for me.
Okay, that's 3 damage. Yeah, that's what the Vulcan
Who's-
carbine
who's-
does.
Who's the third person being hit?
I think they said they're taking all 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Who's getting 2 shots though?
We'll go with
I'll take it.
yeah, because he said he was the last one. So
Sure.
So it's a total of
each one is doing 3.
each one's doing 3. Okay.
So I take 3 to the base.
I take 4.
Technically, you get to roll your armor twice, if that's
Yeah.
true, Necro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just the 2 then.
Perfect. I think, yeah. I Saeed, what weapon do you have?
Vulcan carbine.
Okay, cool. I think if are we doing initiative, G? What's your
Sure.
What's your plan here?
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone
I think
roll your
it's-
agility.
I got a 2. All right, great. So knowing that Saeed has a Vulcan carbine, Faiz just sort of drops to one knee, and you hear him like slap the side of his rifle, and I just unload full auto attack. So I'm gonna give you, let me see here, +1, and a weapon attack, ranged combat. Pew! All right, so that continues, and then I'm just going to give you a shitload of D6s, and I get to ignore the first one. So, perfect. I ignored that first one. Let's see here. This is fun. Bam, bam. Okay, so just one. I guess get one hit off. So yeah, I drop down to one knee, slap the side of the rifle, switch it into full auto, and just is just blasting at this this essentially gravity minecart. And whoever the first one is, I hit with 3 points of damage.
Okay. He's gonna roll his armor. Takes 2.
Nice.
He kind of juggles back a little bit as your rounds hit him.
Mm-hmm.
You see like the armors like kind of like reflex along with it, like the shots like little points of light.
Yeah. Gross. I hate it.
Yeah. You're a
Need-
cultured individual, aren't you, Zane?
Yes, I am.
You want to roll culture for me?
1 success.
You haven't seen any of these individuals before, but you've heard stories. Just like by the way they look, with like the visor of like glowing white light, and just the way the armor like animates around them. You're pretty sure these are martyrs. Martyrs of the Order of
Okay.
Pariah.
We either want to get the hell out of here or kill them, and doesn't look like killing them's working too well. I'll say that to a mid.
Some as a player, some of my Swedish friends might join us in this stream. They just text me that they wanted to know where I'm streaming. And as Amid, yes, very good. I order a strategical retreat now, and he starts to move away.
Zane
Saeed
will.
would go for it.
Sorry, I was just
Go,
going to.
go.
Zane's going to reach into his gear, and he's got a medium breach charge, and he's just going to start fixing that to the ceiling. Saying, "Good plan."
Seeing that, I think Amid would say like, "Yes, very fine. Faiz, you cover Zane. Zaid, you move in and clear our extraction way." And he starts to sort of just point into a tunnel.
Saeed would look back. Have you not started running yet? And
I am the commander of this mission. I will not leave my men behind.
out
Again,
of
I am the commander. Go, 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 go.
Saeed is going to reach into his pocket, pull out a smoke grenade, and throw it onto the platform. Is his goal.
make your range.
What would you like me to roll for that, G?
Ranged.
Ranged combat. You can take one of those. One limited success.
Yeah, so just ding, 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 lands at their feet, and then like this acrid smelling smoke just starts billowing up and around them. And Zaina, you're laying your breach charge.
I'm going to position it in hopes to collapse the tunnel.
Okay. You want to roll technology? Just to see how well you can do it. You're pretty damn good. This isn't the first tunnel you've purposely collapsed behind you.
Yeah, I've done some old school archaeology in my time.
Very good. All right, so you got the smoke grenade going, and then you got the breach charge laid.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for everyone to get clear so we can collapse the tunnel.
Okay. As you guys are going, you guys like step away. You see the three forms of these martyrs, like kind of like slowly, like kind of stepping out of the smoke, and then they're like kind of superhero posing it, like they're getting ready to jump.
Oh, good. I'm going to try to
Jump
time
the
it
gap.
for when they land. So hopefully the force will blow them back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like Faiz like taps Saeed on the leg, and you see him like reload as he like begins to turn to move further down the tunnel.
And Faiz, as you're looking, one of them as like they move their hand down to the side, and like the cannon kind of goes away off his arm, and then as he's getting ready to jump, he brings his hands forward, and then you see this large hammer appear in his hand, and he makes his jump, and he's like swinging this
Fuck this guy.
large, with
I would
large
say
power sledge
Amid-
above his head.
Amid would like start to move back in and trying to consult the map to see what tunnel they actually need to take to get out again.
Well, we know, Zane said that he knew the way out.
Yeah,
I
but
was
he's kind
paying
of busy
attention.
with a breach charged right now.
Sorry, you're making a roll, you said? You can roll survival.
I will try. I mean, they are busy, and I am, as the commander, wants to command
Actually,
us
no,
to
you-
retreat.
You can roll data gen,
I can
since you
roll
do have
Deltagene?
you do have
Thank you.
a map on your thing.
2
right.
successes then. Thank you very much.
The
Yep.
you have what do you call it? The training wheel protocol on your thing, so it's been tracking your moves as you've been going through the
Yeah,
tunnels.
by the books. The book tells us to have the training wheel mode on, apparently. Right. I have our backtracking route. Let's leave now, he sort of says, and starts to move that way. So sort of not too fast. He still wants one of the ones actually combat people to go in front in case there, is resistance further ahead. But it's still starting to move inwards towards the correct way.
Okay, yeah, you're There's empty tunnel ahead of you.
Gee, is that hammer guy attacking me?
He's attacking you.
Okay. Do I need to roll to defend against being attacked by this guy?
Just give me a second.
Yeah.
What is the roll for that? Melee?
Yeah.
Melee. Do.
2 successes.
Yep.
0 damage. Cool. Cool.
not-
But I will say that as he comes down, I attempt to block with I was reloading, and then with the other hand, I see this guy like coming down, and I use my quick action to pull out my Mercurium sword, and it like begins to form in the same kind of way. But he totally still wrecks me because it's a hammer versus a sword, and that hurts.
If you want to pull out your sword as that's happening, I'll allow you to give a +1
Sure. Let's see what
to your
happens.
defense.
Let's see what happens. Pew! Nope, still nothing.
Okay.
I can succeed at shooting today, and that's it. That's all I've.
Yeah.
Guns is what I've succeeded at.
So he comes down, and this power sledge just slams. How does it hit you? It's like a huge. It's like a huge sledge.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still on my knee. Like I was down on one knee, like reloading and firing, so that way Zaid could fire over me. So I assume like I have like one hand on the rifle, the other hand kind of on the sword, and it comes and hits me like in the shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, you take 3.
Oof.
How you doing over there?
Not great.
Fuck.
Not great.
And he's standing over you, and then you see his 2 compatriots getting ready to also make the jump.
Yeah. Faiz is doing his best to hold the line so that everyone can at least get the fuck away from the tunnel so he can turn and run too.
Right.
Saeed would grab Faiz by the collar and help him stand up
Mhm.
and try and pull him back to start making a move out of there.
Okay. Do you grab him? You want to make like a roll to see how well you grab him?
Sure. Would you like
Eh,
a force?
yeah, force roll.
That is a failure.
You're still pulling him. It just doesn't look very good. And he's not quite dead weight, but he's getting there.
Yeah, and definitely stumbling backwards.
Yeah. It's enough to actually get you into the tunnel. And then like these guys, like he's not moving very fast when he's got this thing on his own. So like it's like slammed, and then you see him like gathering it back up to
Mhm.
stand. But the 2 of you make it into the tunnel.
Gotcha.
Saeed would tap Zane as we get close, to basically
Yep.
indicate to him to blow it.
As soon as they're clear of the blast radius, fire in the hole.
Okay. And sir, what kind of breach charge is this?
Medium breach charge.
Medium? Oh, damn. Okay, roll. What's the roll for that?
I mean, I
Is it
guess
melee?
I guess
Melee?
he installed it, so I guess it just kind of goes off, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm just trying to collapse the tunnel.
Or
it's
hurt this
enough-
guy?
It's enough to go through a thick wall, so I'm assuming there's going to be a chunk of stuff coming down.
Yeah. Well, because it does damage, right? It does have the chance of.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm just more worried about collapsing that tunnel.
Okay. Well, you very
Got to
much
give
succeed.
Ferris something to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, he's
Damage
coming with us.
control. Damage control. Yeah, so like as Saeed and Fayez get dragged to the tunnel, it's like boom, and then just all like this debris just rockets down, and you're not going to take any damage from it because it's luckily a shape charge, so everything is going one direction.
Mhm.
And but you see like this guy, he straightens out, and then as you see the 2 guys jump off the platform and they land next to him, like the rock covers the tunnel and they disappear from sight.
Get wrecked. and then we haul
Best
ass.
stealth mission ever.
Yeah.
We run.
If you're gonna blow
G.
shit up, a mine was the best place to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good work, soldier. Now, strategic retreat. Double time.
He yells from way down the far end.
Yeah,
of the
from the
tunnel.
furthest
No,
away.
I told you I wouldn't go that far. I'm still waiting for my other soldiers to clear the path forward, but I would be like, maybe 10 feet further in before the group. No more than that. He wouldn't go off on his own.
Yeah.
He's the commander of the group. He can't, command people that aren't there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. as you guys
Saeed,
are-
with his ears ringing, would look to Zane. Wasn't the tunnel we needed down below us?
Are we getting shot right now? You're
No.
welcome.
No,
Sorry,
but
you
I'm
weren't
saying,
asking me. Sorry.
You're the archaeologist. How do we get down there?
No, we didn't have to go down. We chose to go straight ahead.
Ah,
You see it. You see a couple faces pop down from a tunnel above you. One of them being Ferris, and it's like a couple adult miners and Ferris poke their head down. Boss man, what's going on?
Ah, excellent. I was looking for Ferris. Come with us.
You
No. Take us with you.
You're
Take us
wrecking
with
our
you.
tunnels. You're wrecking our tunnel.
Yeah, that was needed. There's enemy combatants in the tunnels. The thieves we were talking about. They're pursuing us. Please come down and assist us now.
You hear
Tues.
thumping on the other end of this debris field. Like,
Yeah, we need to move now. Ferris, get down here and help us. That's an order from the boss man.
the adults are looking at you. They know you're not the boss man.
I don't care. I'm trying to order Ferris because he's the only one he cares about right now.
And he kind of
Does
looks.
Ferris have parents?
Not that he's mentioned,
Okay.
but he does have adults around him.
All right. Let's go.
You guys,
once
and
we
then
join them.
one of the males speaks up. He's like, "You guys leaving?"
That's the plan.
We're leaving. We need Ferris. He's important for this.
And he looks at Ferris. Ferris looks at him. He's like, "Take the boy with you."
Yes, I'm trying. Ferris, get down here now.
All right. He hops down. Okay, boss man. I'll show you the exit. And then
Good. Now, hurry up.
he trying to like the other guy trying to what's the word? Get the attention of one of the others. Like, take him with you off this infernal place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Saeed
I mean,
would
we can
stop at the tunnel to the guys. Can you blow the rest of this tunnel?
They kind of look and they
You want
Yeah,
us to
boss man.
get him out. The rest of this tunnel needs to go.
Yeah, boss man. We can do it. You get Ferris out. Bean's a good boy. He's a better
Your buddy
life than this.
Nadir? Your buddy Nadir's dead too.
Oh, and they all perk up and they look at each other. Some of them look a little weird, like, oh no. Repercussions,
He was a prick.
repercussions. Yeah. True that.
You
And
can
then
tell
they-
them,
They toss Ferris down to you.
if anyone asks, it was Amid El Assar. He was the guy who killed Nadir.
I will just look questioning at Zayd like,
nod.
"That's not- whatever. Yes, this is my mission. I guess I'm in charge. We need to move now. And he grabs Ferris and starts to try to move him along, like out the corridor.
Yeah, you hear the crumbling rock behind you. Yeah, and then Ferris is like, okay, let's go. And he runs with a far less abandon than he did going up way. And when you get to the tunnels going down, he like takes on the side and goes slides down the ladder.
Yep. Time to beat feet.
Yep. We just keep following this kid out of here.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Hauling ass.
And then you go, and eventually it doesn't take you very long. That's something that I always say. That being said, you about maybe 10 minutes later, you get back to the bottom airlock door.
Oh, hey kid, you got your helmet?
Yeah, and he kind of, as you guys have been approaching the thing, he kind of has slowed and he's kind of fallen to the back. of the group, and you guys reach the door and start getting all your shit back on. He's just standing there watching you. He's not making any attempt to get his shit together.
No, kid, you're coming with us. Like, this is a rescue mission. Didn't want to tell you before, but it is a rescue mission. Get your shit on and move with us. I need you.
Did we
He
hear
kinda-
the tunnel blow behind us, G?
Eventually you'd hear a muffled explosion, yeah.
Okay.
He
So
kind
he
of
would slap him on the back. It's like, come on, kid.
he like jerks forward. But this is my home. That's my
No, no, no.
family up there. I can't go without them. And he kind of takes a step back.
If
I'm
you
gonna
if you get
stay.
out of here, you can find a way to get them off. If you stay here,
Yeah,
you're all staying here.
I would say a mid would take a deep sigh and sort of, take one knee to get down to the kid more and sort of grab his shoulder and actually show some fucking natural emotions for once and be like, come on, kid, you told us how fucking horrible it is here. You told us that, Nadir is a prick, you don't eat enough. That is horrible. This is a rescue mission. I want you off this. Come with us. I'll talk to my dad. We'll get you into some good situation and you can come back and you can rescue them. Then I want to use my talent, which is the messenger talent, that I can manipulate him without rolling. He has to obey me.
Is that the thing, he has to obey you?
Yes, it actually says I can use it against an PC or an NPC, and I can have them obey me without rolling manipulation for one thing.
As long as it makes sense.
Yeah, as long as it makes sense. And like getting off this forgotten space junk thing and come with us when I tell him that I can set him up with a good life. That makes sense to me.
Does it though? Yeah, I
I
don't know.
mean, you can overrule it if you want to, but I'm still going to try to use my talent for that one.
He said the guys up top were his family, and his family told us to take him.
Yeah, but this is all I know. It's my family. And if I left them, I'd be sad.
But you won't be hungry.
Nothing keeps you from coming back later, kid. Getting
With-
them out
with
of here.
that, when you say you won't be hungry, he turns to Zane and holds out his hand for that second protein bar he was promised.
Yeah, Zane will pass it to him and then he'll point at me and say, well, you've got a new father now.
Aw.
I think Amid would just look at him and be like, no.
Don't jump on that grenade. Oh man.
In complete opposite fashion to whatever's happening right now, Faiz just begins to open the inner door of the airlock to the actual airlock so he can start putting on his suit, because he is not getting paid for extracting a kid. He wants to get back on this goddamn ship.
Okay. He's like, he sighs heavily and he puts the thingy, the protein bar, not in his pocket, obviously, because he's going on an adventure. He undoes the thing and tucks it inside and does it back up. Say, but we come back and we save my family. Yeah?
Sure, kid. I'll make sure of it. It will be maybe not my second mission, but it will be a third future mission that I will succeed at. As everything else I've done.
You talk a lot. And he puts his helmet on.
But he says very little, and I'll put my helmet on.
What? I give you good command and orders.
Okay. And he's like getting ready to go. Everyone gets their gear on.
Yep. The exterior door opens.
Okay.
So we can get back to their ship.
Okay.
Saeed,
It's
get us out of here.
open space.
Saeed would basically floaty run across to the ship and get into the pilot's seat.
Okay. Oh no. I lost my page. The Freedom Express.
Freedom Express.
The Forward Express.
No, the forward. Now it's the Freedom Express.
No, we renamed it the Freedom
Oh,
Express.
Yes. When we get back to the ship, Said, rename our call sign. We're now the Freedom Express. That's an order.
There it is.
Saeed just starts whacking buttons on the console. Done, boss man.
And stop calling me boss man. I am the commander.
Hey, Bean said
No,
you're
he
a boss
boss
man.
man, he says as he crawls onto the ship and he looks around, like, "Wow, cool!" And he walks and he
Whatever, get us out of here. Said, fly. Do whatever. Take
Roll
any
your
vector coordinates.
piloting.
Just move.
I would like to give you a darkness point, G, and also use my talisman, which gives me a +1.
Nice.
Oh, and I still fail.
Be good. The kid said that's all you have to do is be good.
Yeah.
well, it's a good thing he knows no difference. right?
He's waiting for a command roll from Amid, maybe.
Yeah.
You didn't get the command. Exactly.
Yeah, I have 0 in command.
That's why you're
I
the
planned for
commander.
being a shitty commander. I
Yeah.
have nothing in that.
10 out of 10 officers, 0 in command.
Well, it's like the clamps disengage, and then your control was inverted, so you push like forward, and then like the ship hits the like ascends on the bottom of the rock, and then sorry, and then you flip the sign upside down, inverted, and then you pull back, and the ship goes.
Yes,
You guys
the asteroid was
rocket
moving.
forward.
Sorry.
You set it to
asteroid was
Wumbo. Everything goes back to normal.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And you guys fly away from the asteroid. But I do seem to recall that we have a corruption bar.
We do.
One corruption bar?
There was 2.
2? Oh, perfect. That's
I don't know how that happened. No, I'm completely innocent of all of that.
You are the boss man, Amid. And I have all my darkness points still. Yeah, the ship is rocketing away at a good speed. I'm spending 1 darkness point to, since you are the sensors operator, you don't notice a blinking red light on your comms terminal. It's the proximity sensor. And I guess when you're haste to leave, you put it on silent mode, so you don't actually hear the ringing. And I'm just going to spend all my darkness points and both corruption bars. As you're shooting up, Saeed, you kind of see a shadow come across the sight line of you, and you glance up as a rogue asteroid comes in and clocks the side of your ship. And yeah, you guys are all on the bridge, I take it?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
So as the sensor goes off, Saeed, you see this rock careening towards you. I'll give you a moment to have a thought before it hits.
He would basically look across to wherever the sensor operator seat is and notice that it's empty as Amid is taking care of his new child.
Amid is commander, not the census operator. He clearly ordered Faiz to be the census operator.
And Saeed would just sit there and shrug. Well, shit.
Yeah,
That was-
you feel anyone who likes ships, like spaceships, and Amid, you took great pride in the Freedom Express. But you hear like a scream of metal and then the whole ship just careens, and you guys all like flop up in your chairs. You might even hit the ceiling and you slam back. And then for a moment you feel the sucking of vacuum. And then the bridge hatch, security hatch shuts. And essentially the front half of your ship just tumbles out into the blackness of Odegon.
Oh shit.
Not quite done yet.
I don't think
But-
that's covered by warranty.
Asteroid damage? I don't know.
General wear and tear, isn't it?
Yeah, we have, the plus insurance.
Quadruple A.
Yeah. So as you guys are careening around, you see each other. Also, just you guys are like crying out in shock and pain and probably fear, especially from Amid. And you see a protein bar like fly past your vision. You don't see Ferris, but you hear just like a shriek. And Amid, you're floating, and then you see your vision kind of goes dark, and you see your dad. He's standing next to your mom, with that, parental hand on the shoulder. He's looking at you, and he kind of shakes his head, and then he guides your mom, and they turn their back on you, and they walk away, and they disappear into shadow. And Saeed, you see, as soon as they, well, shit, you see white light flash. And then out of the light comes your brother, Merrick. Someone you haven't seen in a very long time. You almost don't even know. He's not someone you recognize because it's been so long since you've seen him, but you know it's him. And out of the light, he reaches out his hand, and he takes your hand, and he pulls you up into the light. And Zane, you see stars like twinkling all around you, like you're floating in space. You see the stars kind of in like it looks like a river of starlight just kind of waving around across the sky. And you feel a vindication. You feel like you took risks and you spoke your truth. And you feel a warm embrace from your icon, the gambler, embracing you. And Mike, let's see. You see darkness. Just all encompassing. You might be the last one to go. You see the bodies of your friends just floating, floating, and then you just darkness all around you. And as the Freedom Express, now just the Freedom, as the back half of the ship has been completely blown away, we see the camera pans back and it's just drifting out into the blackness of space. And then ever so off in the distance, you just see little pinpoints of light like the stars blink out of existence. 5 stars just blink out. And that is where we ended.
Damn. You get blown up by a fucking asteroid. Okay. All right. Okay.
Just a casual asteroid.
Yeah, just casual asteroid explosions.
I
Well,
really thought that Mid would kill everyone, but it was the asteroid.
I mean, that's the name of the asteroid too.
Yeah, Mid's asteroid.
Mid's asteroid.
He
All
did
right.
get the
Well,
kid killed.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, we managed to kill a kid. I mean,
Yeah. Well done.
his dream was
Go
amazing.
team.
You never saw his body.
Well,
Just
that
the
was
protein
our.
bar.
That's true. Just a protein bar. That was our Coriolis Patreon one-shot for the month of January. The first Patreon one-shot of 2021. Off with a literal bang. Several literal bangs, I think. So, first of all, G, thank you so much for running this Patreon one-shot. You did an amazing job. This was super fun. I had a blast. World Anvil, thank you for the massive raid there at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed the dramatic finale for this one shot. Thank you guys for all the follows. Before we jump into our introductions, as always, this is our Patreon one shot. As I said, if you guys want to be a part of these, you can go join us over on the Patreon. Link for that down below. Also join us on the Discord and chat about this game and all the other games we run. Let's go around, do our introductions so we can get the hell out of here. Shoot our after show, which is available at the $5 tier on our Patreon. So we'll start with Necro. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
I am Chris, aka Necro. You can pretty much find me in the Discord. I am in the process of setting myself up for streaming again. It's been a very long time, but yeah, just in the Discord at the moment.
Hell yeah!
And yeah.
Sweet. Right over to Snow. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
So I'm Norm, also known as Snowdogs. Yeah, just like Necro, you can find me in Discord, lurking around there, or hanging around on socials.
Perfect. Iquin, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
Hey, I am Iquan because my real name is way too hard to pronounce for most people, so I just go by Iquan everywhere. You can find me mostly in Mike's Discord. That's where I usually hang out. I do stream with Miss Jinja Ninja every other Sunday, so tomorrow playing 5e, where I play a sorcerer Goliath who thinks he's a cleric. That's pretty much what I'm up to.
Perfect. And last but not least, our wonderful, illustrious GM for the day. G, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
Hi, I'm Georgia, or G as I like to be called. Yeah, I'm just Lightning Invoker on Twitch and in the Discord, Lightning Spaz09 on Twitter, in everywhere you find unMadeGaming, you find me lurking around.
That's true.
Like that Office meme with the guy looking through the blinds. That's me.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's it. That's our show. If you missed it, if you just tuned us in just now, it'll be available on our YouTube on Monday, I believe, as is all the rest of our content, so go check that shit out. For now, we're going to go get out of here, film our after show, put it up on the Patreon later this weekend, and we will see you guys next week. So, from all of us to you, bye-bye.